to Tea and the Buddy podcast with me, Dominic.
And me, Erica.
Yay! On this one, we're going to be talking about like the differences between the UK and the US grocery stores and chains and stuff like that, you know, and what you can expect.
Primarily, we're going to discuss how weird UK grocery stores are.
They're very weird, apparently. This is very weird. This is nothing like your Piggly Wiggly. I just like saying that.
Yeah,
I cannot believe that is a name of a grocery store.
Piggly Wiggly. It's very
because you were like, oh yeah, don't you guys have Piggly Wigglies over there? And I'm just like, what are you talking about, Piggly Wiggly? It sounds like a little sweet or something. You know, it sounds like something cute.
It's old fashioned. Like
it's old fashioned.
They used to be really widespread, but I don't know where.
I think they even mentioned mentioned it in A Wonderful Life. Actually, he said something about Piggly Wiggly.
Probably, yeah.
And I was just like, it was a thing back then, but I mean, I've never been in one.
I think my
but
grandma
apparently it's
remembers
still
them like from the 50s, so.
I don't think it really, I mean, it's very small time now. It used to be more widespread.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where one is. I've never been in one.
Oh, well, obviously, I've never been in one either. But it's really cute. It's Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, if you are listening and you have a Piggly Wiggly somewhere near you, let us know. Tweet us and let us know.
Do you have
Piggly Wigglies?
Let me know about your Piggly Wigglies there. Oh, it's cute.
We have so many grocery chains.
Britain does too, but there's like a big four.
Yeah.
Well, the ones over here, obviously in Texas, in Central Texas, HEB.
Mm-hmm.
I think up in the Panhandle,
Central and South Texas, and then they go down into
northern Mexico
as well. But they don't go any farther north in Texas than Fort Worth, I believe.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So because up in like the Panhandle, it's like United, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like the big grocery stores there.
Yeah.
Walmart, obviously, that's massive. That's all over the country. Kroger is another one.
You know what I think
here.
is so funny? Like, we've seen so many people on YouTube who come from Britain, let's say Britain particularly, and they go to Target. They're like, we're gonna go to an American grocery store for the first time, and they go to Target, and it's just like,
I think it's a grocery store.
Target and Walmart have groceries, but they're not grocery stores.
They're just everything stores.
I think they call them big box retailers.
Big box, yeah.
Because they have
department stores.
They have everything. It's not they have a grocery section, but it's not a grocery store. But there are so many British people who come to America and are like, we're going to go to an American grocery store, Target, you know, and it's just like, no, don't go to Target. Like, we have Randall's.
Are there Americans out there that do their grocery shopping at Target?
I'm sure there are.
So then it's a grocery store then, isn't it?
But, you know, when you're in Target, you're probably not going there just for groceries, or maybe you do. I don't know. Let us know that, too, if you are somebody who does all of your grocery shopping in Target, and you just go
to Target every day.
No, and you just go to Target, let's say, for groceries and nothing else. Like, you don't get anything but groceries. Let us know, because I'm curious. I don't think those people exist.
They're just mythical people.
Maybe it's just...
So they just put the grocery section in for fun, did they?
Well, maybe it's just because I don't shop for I mean, if I'm there and I'm like, oh, I'm already here, you know, getting whatever, then I might as well go get my loaf of bread or something.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot more expensive in Target, though, really.
I mean, somebody said, oh, it's only soccer mums who shop at Target anyway.
Yeah,
you know, that's the kind of that's soccer mums.
Yeah, I can't remember what the stereotype is. I prefer Target over Walmart, but I don't do grocery shopping in particular at either place. Although Dominic and I have just started drinking these waters from Walmart. They're so good, you guys. They're like
Clear American, they're called.
Yeah, they're like 0 calories, zero sugar.
They got aspartame in them, but they taste exactly like a soda.
Yeah, you don't really get the
black cherry. You can get. I'm drinking one now. It's a black cherry one. It tastes exactly like black cherry. It's not one of these ones where you sniff it and it smells like it, but you drink it and it just tastes like water. You know,
like the Ozarka.
Like the Osaka ones, yeah.
I do like the Topo Chico, like lime and grapefruit ones though. They
Just a twist of lime,
they
though.
they taste more fresh. Like these waters taste like soda. So if you want soda without the calories, then you might go check those out. They're only like 75 cents a bottle, and you can get several glasses of water out of the bottle if you put some ice in it. Anyway, I digress. We also have
Trader Joe's,
United, Trader Joe's, Randall's, Tom Thumb. You know what? There's other grocery stores that are in other parts of the country that are just like their version of H-E-B, basically. They only have it just there. So
in Britain, you've got the big four, which is Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, and Morrison's. You've got the upmarket one, like Waitrose, which is really upmarket.
I thought Sainsbury was upmarket. No,
it's out of the big four, it's the more upmarket. I'd say the lower end is Asda.
Yeah.
Then you got Tesco. Then you got Morrison's, then you got Sainsbury's, if you're ranking them like that.
Which also had the Co-op, don't you?
The Co-op, yeah, but that used to...
Farm Foods.
Farm Foods is just frozen food.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's got like... It specializes in frozen food because it's kind of like Iceland. Mm. I mean, we used to go to Iceland a lot when I was a kid, and just pick up, turkey Twizzlers or whatever, mini Kievs. And stuff like that, That's all I used to eat when I was a kid was mini Kievs. My sister says that still to this day. Oh, you
only like mini Kievs.
You only like mini Kievs. It's like, I don't like any other food whatsoever. That's all I'll eat. So I'm starving to death over here, obviously, because there's no bloody mini Kievs.
There aren't.
Bernard Matthews, mate. And we've also got like Marks and Spencer.
Is Marks and Spencer? Marks and Spencer is more
it's like Target. It's like
they have clothes. They have stuff.
Yeah, but they've started to come up in food now. M&S food. People are like, oh, gotta go to Marks and Spencer to get this thing. Because my gran used to shop at Marks and Spencer.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of thing in Britain, what you call like a granny type shop is like she used to have like one of those half fridges, with like a very tiny freezer.
Right.
And she'd go to Marks and Spencer's because they do like single meals for one and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
And so she'd buy and she used to buy like 2 things of chicken and whatever, and it'd just be like one thing that she could stick in the freezer. Because if you've never been to Britain. And you've never been to maybe my gran didn't have a granny flat, as it was called. It's kind of like an American
granny flat.
It's kind of like an American dorm, a granny flat. It's like it's a single room. It's like a bed sit almost, And I knew a lot of my gran knew a lot of people who had granny flats. Blod, for instance, that was a granny flat. And it just has like a tiny fridge. It's like what do you call them? A mini fridge? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it has a little tiny freezer in it too, so you can buy frozen food and put it in there, but it's like you can't fit much in there.
Right.
But yeah, Marks and Spencer's good for that kind of thing, but it's a little bit more expensive because it's
smaller portions.
Smaller portions, and it's a bit more upmarket. They do some really good stuff there, I've got to say. They did this trifle there, the raspberry royale jelly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably the best trifle I've ever had.
Anyway,
we digress again.
Yes, which brings us to the weirdness that is the British supermarket.
Yeah, you first of all, you go to like a supermarket, and usually it's open like 24 hours. Some Tesco's and Asda's are open 24 hours. Some of them aren't. They close at like 8.
Right.
Except on Sundays when they close at 4.
Oh, God. You guys, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's as annoying as over here when things close on like Easter or Christmas or whatever. H-E-B, for instance, is closed. I believe that Randall's stays open. But H-E-B is where we do our grocery shopping here in Central Texas. For the most part. Some of us are... more hoity-toity, and we go to Whole Foods.
Oh, Whole Foods. That's in Britain too now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Started in Austin, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I absolutely hate it when the grocery store is closed because inevitably you will need something. And it's just like, You know what? This is the most annoying, most inconvenient thing. People need a day off. Okay, I get it, but Okay. Anyway, so they close at 4:00
on Sunday. On a Sunday.
Every
single Sunday. Sometimes they don't even open at all, just to piss you off.
So you better not forget something for your Sunday
Oh,
roast
and
or whatever.
also, right, they open at 10. Some of them do 10 till 4. It's like it's one of those things, because usually on the weekday or the Saturday, they'll open at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and they'll close at 8. 8 till 8. But on Sundays it's like 10 till 4.
Right.
And it's just like, oh my god, it is. I mean, I forgot the last time we went back. I totally forgot about it. I was grabbing the thing. It was we're closing, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, what? I was like, oh god, it's Sunday. It just all came back to me. The horror.
The horror.
Things you can find in different things.
Well,
you can find.
let's say so you get to the grocery store.
You get to the grocery store
on a Saturday when it's open.
Yeah.
And the first thing that's weird is when you grab a basket.
This is only in some now. This is only in like Aldi, or this is what you're talking about, the paying the pound.
No.
What?
Go ahead there.
Morrison's
says that.
Morrison's do that. And I recently watched a video of an American doing this. Actually, they got to Morrison's and they were like, "Oh, what? You have to pay for the basket?
That's what I thought too."
And it's like, what? That's some kind of rip-off right there. So you have to pay £1? What? What's going on? It's like, and they were like, oh well, we'll have to do it. And they got it and they unlocked it and they walked around with.
No, I think the first time we went, I was like, no, we'll just carry it. Like, I am not paying them £1 to use the basket. And you were like,
what? It's like, do you honestly think they charge people for baskets?
I mean,
it's like
it's something they would do over here though, and you wouldn't get it back.
You wouldn't get it back. No, it's because the thing is, these Americans did it. I was like, oh, to pay this £1. So can you imagine the amount of money they'd make if everybody paid £1 to get a trolley?
Oh, God.
It's like they wouldn't even need to sell anything, It's like, it's just like sell anything, It's just like, just pay for £1 for a basket. The trolley, anyway, they unlock the trolley, they go around, and they're kind of grumbling about it, going, oh, I have to pay £1 for this thing. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, it's just. Right. But then, like they get their shopping done and everything, and they put it back, and they go click, and the £1 comes out, and they go, oh, we got the £1 back. Oh, and someone said. Someone said, oh, please, God, don't let them leave, because I know it's happened. Some American or some, they just left the basket somewhere else and they haven't put the thing back in to click.
That's what we do in America. We just leave the baskets like willy-nilly all over the.
And I was just like, oh, please don't tell me you left that basket, because it's happened. When I used to work at a grocery store, people haven't bothered going to collect their £1. So I've, it's just like click, 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 the £1's yours, It's just like, I just didn't think of people thinking you had to pay for the basket. It's just like, it's literally just to stop them, discourage them from stealing it. That's what it was. But then they came up with the lock system.
Right. So.
I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves here now with that, but yeah,
we'll come back to that.
But also trolleys are another source of confusion for Erica.
It's not confusion. It's just pure annoyance. Because the baskets, trolleys in Britain, have swivel wheels.
On all 4 wheels.
All 4 wheels are
and I don't
swivel.
Understand why that
it's so
confuses
difficult.
You so much.
It's not confusing. It's so difficult to control the thing.
No, it isn't.
It is. It's just rolling here and rolling there and rolling this way. You try to go around a corner and it's like, whoa, out of control. It's just like, oh my God.
And it's like she's doing like 70 miles an hour in this trolley, obviously. She's not doing a leisurely like 20, going down the aisles. On the left. She was driving on the wrong side of the aisle.
Yes.
And she's out of control. So everybody's beeping their little friggin' horns and waving their Pringles at her.
So that's another thing. When you have your basket and you're in the grocery store, you don't really think about this. But in America, which side of the aisle do you normally drive on? and I'm asking you, listeners, which side of the aisle? You normally stick to the side of the aisle, probably anyway, that you drive on the road. Am I right? I mean, think about it for a second. It's not something that you think about. We just do it. We do it totally subconsciously. We just do that, you know. And in Britain, it's the same thing. So you are going to get run over if you're driving your basket down the right side of the road. You're not going to get run over, but I mean the right side of the aisle.
Have people huffing at you.
Yes, you can have people looking at you like, "Why are you over here? Why are you coming this way? Why are you coming this way? Can't you see I'm here?"
And that's where the all four swivel wheels come in handy, because then you don't have to like you can just move it to the side. And you can like spin it around, and you can do like you can't do that with the trolleys here.
Who needs to spin their basket around?
They do, you know, because it's like, you know, you just need to do that. you know, you can move it out the way, push it there, you know, you can like angle it. You can just push it that way. You know, I don't know where the whole, I'm out of control here. I don't know how to control this thing, because I find it so annoying to have to like, you know, push the trolley out of the way when someone's coming down the aisle, or you know you've left it you know in there. I don't know. Yeah, it's just,
I just now thought about something else that we don't have on the list that we're looking at. What about hand baskets?
Yeah,
don't they have wheels in Britain, or is that over
some
here?
of them do have wheels. But some of them have wheels over here now. But no, they don't. It's just kind of like a metal basket, you know, you carry it.
But yeah, the swivel wheels are so annoying. British people think, oh, they're so convenient. They're not convenient. They are super annoying, and they do not allow for very good control of the basket. Another thing regarding baskets, Dominic started to tell you before, and again, we're skipping ahead, but while we're on the topic of
baskets or trolleys, is to discourage people, the ones who don't have to pay £1. Well, right, they don't have to pay £1. So put like £1 in. Yeah, like an Asda or Tesco. The trolley,
Tesco does it too?
Yeah, the trolleys, you can just pull them out and off you go. Mm. To discourage, they've put like like a lock on the front wheels.
You can't see it. I don't remember.
It's like a big. It's only come in within the last like 15 years. Yeah. And it's just like a big like shoe. You know, it's like a clamp. It clamps it. Yeah. So, because you know, people are trying to like. I used to see.
You're pushing it. You're just like you're parked way down at the back of the parking lot, and you're pushing it all the way to your car. You know, let's say, and you're pushing. All of a sudden, you're just like clunk, and you smash into the basket because the basket suddenly stops rolling.
And you have to pick it up because it's only on the front wheels. You have to pick it up and just kind of like wheel it that way. But it's to discourage people from stealing them. Because usually people are just going to walk home with them. I
like that because nothing pisses me off more than seeing like a shopping cart in a creek.
Oh, it happens in Britain. There's like you remember the scary way I used to walk to Tesco?
Yeah, the scary way.
That's what
inside joke.
That's what Erica calls it anyway. It's just this path from my house that goes parallel to like a road, to this place where Tesco is in my old town. In Wales, and there's like a bog, and there's like, you know, it's like an old bog there, but there was always like crap in there, shopping carts, and you know, everything, you know, and they were from like years ago because you could tell like the Tesco logo, which has kind of not changed over the years, but it has enough, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that it's convenient for homeless people. Trolleys. For homeless people particularly to push around their belongings in because that's all they have, you know. And it's like it's easy when they've accumulated a bunch of sleeping bags and clothes and stuff like that. I mean, it is convenient. So I don't mind so much when I'm seeing them like they're being used and they're like underpasses where people live or something like that. But I don't appreciate it when someone is just lazy, like they don't want to carry their bags home. And so they're like, you know what? I'll just push this basket all the way to my house, and then I'll push the basket in a river because I can't be bothered taking it back to the store, you know? Yeah. That is what I'm talking about. And I don't like that. So the locking system is really convenient. Is really convenient to stop that.
Because I've seen it happen. You know, they're trying to walk out of the car park with it. You know, and I've been walking past them, and it's just, and it just
you
drops.
literally smash into it. Because
Yeah,
I've
seen them smash it
abruptly.
Someone like running. They're kind of going at a brisk pace. They go and they go straight into the freaking trolley, like legs and everything going whoa 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 whoa.
Feet sticking up in the air like
yeah. All this shopping. You know.
Oh my god. Okay, so then the next weird thing that you see once you get into the store in Britain is this huge section. It's always by the front doors. It's always by
it's
like
a grab and go place.
I guess so,
yeah.
It'll be like this huge section of like every kind of sandwich imaginable. And you know, I think our grocery stores are starting to have these sections more and more. Like you usually have them like in the salad area. But it's not very big. In Britain, it's like a whole half an aisle full of sandwiches and
wraps. Salads.
Yeah.
It's literally for the worker who has like, you know, has no time.
Yeah.
And needs to run in and grab something for lunch.
Right.
And get out of there, you know.
And they're a lot cheaper than they are over here.
Oh, yes, hugely cheaper. You can get a meal deal for like £5.
And what is a meal deal?
A meal deal is like a sandwich, a drink, and some crisps.
Yeah.
And it's like pre-packaged sandwiches, like gas station sandwiches, as you'd call them over here.
Yeah, because, I mean, over here
But
we usually just
they're
see them in
much
gas
fresher
stations.
They're much fresher than that.
Yeah.
It's like we're very into bread in Britain. It's like bread is like life.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's it was just, you know, it's like a pre-packaged sandwich. You get like tuna and sweet corn, chicken and mayonnaise, roast beef, you know, ham and cheese, cheese and mustard, whatever, you know, whatever.
Right.
And, you know, they'll have a lot of flavors, you know, cranberry and pork, cranberry and turkey and cranberry.
Yeah.
Cranberry and chicken and stuffing. Oh, go on and on.
Yes.
Wraps, chicken tikka.
He likes sandwiches, can you tell?
Chicken tikka. Tandoori chicken. You know, it's all the kind of stuff you can get, you know, and you'll have crisps and you'll have like a drink. And, you know, it'll be like a meal deal or something, you know. Or a chocolate bar too, you know.
So then, once you've bought your sandwich or not, you go to the produce section.
The produce section.
And everything...
I just thought of something too. It's not on the list too.
Oh, yeah.
In the produce section. When we went to, I think it was Tesco. And Asda too, probably. And maybe even Morrison's. We went to the produce section and we were going to get, I think you wanted an avocado. Yeah. And you were just like, oh, avocados. And you're like, where are they? And the guy goes, oh, they're just there. And the avocados had ripe, not so ripe, will be ripe in like 3 days or something. They were all separated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you were just like, oh my god, this is great, because in H-E-B they just pile them on to the thing and you have to go through them and feel them and all that. And it's just like, oh, this is all sorted out for you here, you know, ripe, not so ripe, you know, it's just kind of
they
like...
They do the same thing with the bananas, don't they? Yeah, I remember.
I think so, yeah. But also, there's a lot of confusion as to why, like, stuff is wrapped in cellophane.
This is another crazy thing that British people do, and I do not understand it, and maybe you've done some research on the topic. Yeah.
It's going to be wrapped in cellophane.
If I want
courgette, it's wrapped in which is a zucchini.
Well, okay, no, but what I was thinking is I'm going to the grocery store for like one apple because I'm making a fruit salad, let's say. I can't get just one apple. I have to buy a package of 4 apples. They're like wrapped in clear plastic wrap, four apples.
I'm sure we have loose stuff out, but I can't remember now.
Or like a pack of a dozen or whatever. Like everything is packaged up in groups. You have to buy them in groups, and I mean that's convenient, I guess, but I don't know.
No one just needs one apple. You've got to have 3 other apples too.
It's probably something maybe to like, you know how when you go in the grocery store over here, sometimes there's produce on the floor because it's all rolled off.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like that, like just to keep like that kind of stuff from happening.
It's a lot cheaper too, I've found.
The produce?
The produce, yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
a
I
bit
mean,
cheaper. Well,
it's all
no, you can
relative,
get like a
too.
huge like package of bell peppers, whereas over here it's like 88 cents for like one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all relative to the cost of living and all of that stuff. So I don't.
The cost of living
Yeah.
is high.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So then you go to the meat section, and the meat section mostly looks like ours, except a lot of theirs is in like the refrigerators. So I remember at Tesco, you would be in like the refrigerator section, like basically it looks like the frozen food section over here, and then all of a sudden there's like a whole half an aisle of meat, and normally our meat is like sort of out on shelves, like near the butcher counter or whatever. You know, it's sort of, I don't know, it's refrigerated, but it's not like in freezers with behind a door and everything. And then to go further than that, everything's in packages again, and you can get all the same cuts. You can get pork chops, you can get steaks, you can get all the same cuts that you can get over here. But
sirloin
but they also have a lot of things minced.
You're gonna get ground beef
that we don't
minced
necessarily
pork and
have.
minced beef and minced chicken, even, you know.
Yeah, and a lot of it. Not like maybe in our grocery stores we would just have like a couple, like just a small little thing of minced turkey or whatever. But there's this like, a whole bunch. Like, I don't know what British people are using all of this stuff for, but they're like, or like cubed pork. You know, I remember
Cubed pork we got, and we ruined it with that stroganoff crap.
Yes. It was so, and again, that's like, we've talked about the convenience foods in America. That's sort of a convenience type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
It's like different cuts of meat, but it's already prepared for certain types of dishes. I'm guessing curries.
Curries,
a
usually,
lot of, yeah. Because it's like cubed. There's a lot of cubed meat.
Yeah.
Stews, maybe?
Stews.
Yeah.
Yeah, stews and stuff like that. Stews, curries.
Yeah.
I mean, those are big business in Britain.
Yeah, so there's loads of, like, meat that's cut in ways that we don't necessarily sell it over here very often. Or it would be,
it's pre-cut,
or it would
like
be a lot more expensive
pre-sliced
over here, or you'd have to take it to the butcher and have them do it. I mean, if you're not gonna just buy the whole thing and take it home and cube it yourself, yeah. And it's not that expensive. I mean,
it's
especially
not,
well, if you're feeding 2 people anyway, it's definitely not that expensive. But so there's that. The bread section is.
It's huge, more fresh baked bread.
Yeah, I don't want to call that weird because I like the fresh baked bread, but like it definitely is different than America. Because over here, like you go in our grocery stores here to the bread aisle, let's say, and you have Mrs. Baird's and you have all the store brands of Nature's Own and whatever other Sara Lee, I guess, and it's all like prepackaged loaves of bread. Full of preservatives. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I mean, and American bread is pretty bad for that.
And there's like a whole one side of an aisle full of that. And you don't really have that in Britain. Like, they have some loaves like that. Yeah. But they are in the bakery section, and it's just a very small, like.
Well, I mean, we have prepackaged bread.
Yeah.
You know, we have King's Mill and we have Warburton's, and they're all pretty good.
But it's a small section. It's not like as much as we have.
I don't know. It's not really that small. I mean,
don't remember seeing a whole bunch.
King's Mill, Braces.
I saw more
that's
like
another one.
Fresh baked bread that was pre-sliced for you into those same looking loaves. You know.
Yeah,
and people were buying that. More than anything else.
I mean, people go to like, you know. I mean, you can get like a good. I mean, I miss a good Tiger Tails loaf.
Yeah.
Or Tiger bread, you know. So that's something that I miss over here. And there's just a lot of like, you know, it's just fresh baked bread. Smells and it tastes better, I think. You know, the preservatives.
I don't mind our bread, but yeah, you have a real problem with our bread, don't you?
Yeah, because it's full of preservatives. Like, even the pre-sliced stuff in Britain doesn't have that much.
I mean, if we have any British people listening, I would really like to know your thoughts on the way our bread tastes. If you've been to America and you've eaten
The bread and the chocolate.
Yeah.
That's the two worst things.
So then, I mean, obviously there's a lot more differences, which we've mentioned in other podcasts.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
like
yeah.
The snacks aisle, you have so many more different flavors of crisps than
Yeah,
what we have.
chips, yeah. I mean, prawn cocktail. Come on, you got to hand it to the cheese and onion.
You don't have a lot of ice cream.
It's like someone was talking about, the Pringles, like, we've got pizza Pringles, but there's paprika Pringles in Britain, and there's roast chicken Pringles. Roast chicken flavor is a very big deal in crisp. And of course, prawn cocktail is Erica's favorite.
And then you have
She loves prawn cocktail.
And then you have so many cookies, a lot more than we do. You have so much
cookies, like
bigger tea selection, I think.
Yeah.
Probably not as much coffee, I guess, as we do.
We have a lot of Nescafe and Kenko.
So then you've done all your shopping.
You've done all your shopping.
I can't think of any more like necessarily food
grocery type things. Oh, we do sell liquor in the beers, wines, and spirits. Yeah, so that's something that doesn't really, I mean, I only figured that out like 5 years into living here. Because we were talking about, we're gonna make some margaritas tonight, we need a bottle of tequila, and we were in HEB, and I was like, I'll go get some.
I was like, no, you won't.
And I was like, what? And I was like, there's beer and wine, but I was like, where's the spirits? Because they have margarita mixers and stuff over here, which is like,
it probably it requires some sort of different license.
It's a license,
probably,
I looked it up. It's like it needs an off license.
They just don't bother with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean.
And then in Texas, you can't
sell alcohol on a Sunday at all. So.
Yeah, no, you can. Just not before noon.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a church thing, Can't get drunk and then go to church.
Yeah.
You can only get drunk after you've been to church. So then you go to check out in the British supermarket.
Go to check out, and the cashiers sitting down. You found that really
nice. I mean, I used to work in a grocery store. I used to work in HEB. And it's just like, I would have killed, like, how difficult is it for them to have a little stool there for you to sit on?
I mean, it was like, it's...
My back used to kill me after a full day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you're standing on those cement floors all day long.
Yeah.
And it's just, no. So that's a nice difference for the people who work in British grocery stores. But they will not bag your groceries, which is also nice for them, I think.
They used to say to me, do you want a hand to pack? But they'd literally just pack one bag and that would be it.
Yeah.
If you had a lot of stuff, then...
I wonder why.
But used to, it would be a case of like...
Surely they do enough business that they could employ. Because over here, we employ people. Like, if you get a job at the grocery store, your first thing you're going to start doing before you even...
get on the tills or get anywhere else.
It's just bagging.
Bag those groceries.
Bag the groceries, go out and collect the baskets, take people's groceries to their car if they want to,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying in Britain to have to bag your own stuff because it's just like...
I mean, that's something when you
I'm already spending all this money.
If you move there, you're going to have to get used to packing your own bags.
Yeah.
And usually people take their own bag because there's a charge for plastic now,
Yeah.
So people have a bag for life, as they call it.
Yeah. And if you pay with anything bigger than a 20-pound note, you're going to be looked at crazy. The manager's going to have to come over and inspect it, and you're going to be made to feel like you're a criminal and you've done something wrong.
At some point when we were over there, Erica had a 50-pound note, and I knew they were going to make a fuss about it.
He's like, "Oh, you can't. They won't take this at the grocery store.
They won't take it. Or they'll be."
And I was like, "What do you mean they won't take it? It's money. Of course they'll take it."
But it's like, they don't see it around here that often.
And his dad was like, "No, they'll take it. They'll take it." And I was like, "Yeah, they'll take it. It's money. They have to take it." And
we went, and sure enough, the girl was like, "Oh, can't handle this." Like it was like $1 million or something, And I knew that was going to count.
It was literally 50 pounds, and they were acting like I just robbed a bank and handed them 1,000 pounds.
There was a lot of forgeries of 50-pound notes,
That's so weird.
So that's
she had to call the manager.
call the manager. They were looking at it for like ever, and then they framed it, and then they put it up on the wall, and they said, "Okay, that's cute. We'll just have that now. Thank you very much."
I think she might have even said, "I've never seen a 50-pound note
Maybe,
or something."
yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, I've rarely ever seen them in my lifetime.
Oh God.
Anyway,
run that topic.
We've run
right
that
into
topic
the ground.
right into the ground.
If you've been to a British supermarket and an American supermarket and have noticed differences, let us know if we left anything off the list. Because we probably did. I mean.
Yeah, we probably did. Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah. And if you're enjoying this content, please consider buying us a coffee. Oh, we have to thank Avon Ellis, thank you so much for your buying us a coffee. Yeah, Avon, let us know. Yeah, we so appreciate. Yeah, she bought us a coffee. And it was our first one. We were so excited. You're so great. Thank you so much, and you've done a lot to promote us. So thank you very much. Oh yes, retweets. We love retweets. Yeah, Navdeep. Retweets us a lot. Navdeep, yeah. Navdeep, thank you very much. He's given us suggestions too for episodes, which we really appreciate as well. Yeah, anything that you guys, any way you guys reach out to us, we really, really appreciate it because it just lets us know you're listening and we're not just like talking into the air. Yeah. Talking into the wind. But if you are enjoying our content, please consider buying us a coffee or sharing this podcast with your friends. We're on pretty much all the apps, I think. iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. We're coming onto YouTube now. Yeah, so we're coming onto YouTube. On there. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that kind of stuff. All of that kind of stuff. And we'll see you next time. Yep. Bye. Bye.